Hey guys, Akil here. Welcome back to another episode of the Trading Coach Podcast. Thank you as always for joining me. If you guys are brand new, I appreciate you finding the show. What this is a place that I can use not only to reflect on my journey going from struggling trader to consistently profitable trader to money manager to trading coach, but also a place where I can come in and give some very helpful hints on a weekly basis. I am one of the co-founders of Tier1Trading.com, which is a trading education platform. I work with thousands of traders on a daily basis, and as you can imagine, there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of really good topics that come up each and every day. And well, in the past, that was a place that was closed to everyone unless you were there in the moment. Now, because of this podcast, it really gives me a means to pick out some of those quality conversations that I think will affect you guys as traders and really share them with you in hopes of helping you become a consistently profitable trader in your own right. Now, in today's episode, what I want to do is share with you one of our accountability sessions. This is really a session that we do each and every Friday where we have traders on our platform come in. They share a little bit about themselves, a little bit about their trading journey, where they're at, really what they're working for, their goals on how to accomplish it, all that fun stuff, really in hopes of two things. One, making themselves familiar with the community, right? You're a lot more likely to share and interact once you kind of break the seal, right? Once you do it for the first time, you're more likely to do it more often, which is key in our community. Community is everything here at Tier 1 Trading. Yes, we have tons of courses, tons of supportive content like daily videos and live rooms and software and all that fun stuff. But the main thing that we wanted to focus on was the community aspect, because we know that you are the sum of the people you surround yourself with. And there is nobody that has become successful without putting themselves in that type of environment. And recently we were fortunate enough to be recognized by Forbes magazine for what we've been doing here as one of the innovators in trading education, which is pretty cool. But one reason that we have these accountability sessions is to, again, familiarize yourself with the community, but it's also to hold yourself accountable. What's different about trading is that typically we are our own boss. There's no one staring over our shoulder saying, hey, make sure you do this by then. We kind of have control of it. That's what an entrepreneur does, right? We take on the duty of having freedom to do whatever we want, whenever we want. But with that freedom comes a massive amount of responsibility, because we can slack or we can drop the ball whenever we want as well. And there's no one to blame but ourselves. So these sessions are pretty cool, and I like sharing with you guys as well, just to give you an idea that, hey, you're not the only trader out there in the position that you are in. There are many others like that as well. Now, in today's accountability session, it's a very interesting story. It's an ex-military member who had a lot of money and blew a lot of money not being smart with it, and also lost a lot of money spending it on training courses. He bought another trading course for $13,000 and didn't really feel like he got much out of it. And it was someone that was he left trading for dead. He had a passion for it, but he was just kind of stuck. He wasn't satisfied with, obviously the $13,000 training course left a bad taste in his mouth. And he just felt like he wasn't going to get it. And he then started turning to CrossFit just to better his life, physical fitness and mental fitness, right? And started noticing the similarities between CrossFit and trading, mainly how with physical fitness, you just don't get good overnight. Same thing with like a diet. You just don't take a diet and on day two, you're where you want to be. No, it's creating a habit of small permanent changes. You get a little bit stronger each day. Your technique gets a little bit better each day. Or if you're on a diet, you lose a little bit of weight each day. And it doesn't seem like it in the micro aspect, right? The short-term aspect. But when you look back at it, like, man, a month ago I was here, now I'm here. And that can be very uplifting and motivational. And he started taking that approach to trading as well, where, hey, I'm not going to see an overnight result, but if I consistently work on this, the things I'm supposed to be working on, if I consistently make those small permanent changes, before I know it, I'm going to be at a drastically different place than when I started. So it's a cool interview. Let me know what you think in the comment section, or shoot me a message on social media. And as always, guys, the best thing you can do to support this show is, one, leave me a rating on iTunes. If you're an Apple person, leave me a rating, leave me a review. That helps massively for the show. And also share this on social media. So whether you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, wherever it may be, there's usually a share button somewhere. Hit that share button, get the word out there. That way we can continue to affect, help, inspire, and motivate more and more traders on a weekly basis. I appreciate it in advance, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Hello?
There you go. How you doing?
Can you? How's it going?
I can hear you fine, thank you. Can everyone else hear Rene? Excellent stuff. Well, thanks for coming on, Rene. Tell us a bit about your story, who you are, where you're from, where you live, who you are sort of outside trading before you found trading.
Okay. So I'll start off with I'm an aircraft mechanic by trade. I started by joining the Army when I was 18, and been doing that ever since. And it's been like 10 years now. And currently, I'm working here in Afghanistan as a contractor, and been doing this for the past 6 years. And I've been travel from Germany. I lived there for like a year. Honduras, I was there for 2 years. Kuwait, and so yeah, I've been doing that.
Wow.
And
So what made you?
As far as living, I was born and raised in Florida, and but I really don't spend much time there now until this past year when I bought a house, and I have 2 kids now and a wife, so I'm getting old. Yeah.
So what made you get into trading? How did you stumble across trading?
Okay, so after getting out of the Army, I started doing contracting, and after the first year, I was earning a lot of money for being overseas in Afghanistan, and I didn't know what to do with it. I was at that time was 22 years old, so I was kind of just like spending it while having really a good direction, and and I did travel a lot. I went to Italy, and at the time, my wife, we were dating at the time, so we would just travel, and I kind of just blew that money away. And after that, coming back home from being away for a whole year, I was like, whoa, like the money went away, and I was back to square one. And that's when my wife encouraged me to take this seminar, and so I went, and I got introduced to the Forex trading by at the time it was the Greg sector, knowledge to action, something that I can't remember. And I got hooked. I was like, oh wow, like, you know, the videos they play, and, you know, made it seem possible. And so I took the free course, and I liked what they were like. I liked the idea of it, and so at that time I was like, you know what, I only have so much money, so let me dive in all the way. So I bought the course, which was like 13 grand, and I was, you know, hoping this is it, you know, I'm gonna be able to make money and travel the world and do whatever. And I took the course. It was good. Well, now that I look back into it, it was just like the very basics of Forex trading.
Yeah.
And for the price of 13 grand is way overpriced. And I tried trading afterwards, but I opened an account and just steady lost money, so I quit. And after that, I just kind of just stopped for a while, and I just started educating myself and going through all these sources of trying to see what's like the best method and trying over again, but then just just kind of like just checking, like trying to see if I could do something about it, and then losing money and getting back out, and then I've been like that for the past 3 years or so, just checking the markets and reading the news and
So
putting money into
you've
it
got a
and
general
then making
interest.
money. Say again?
You've got a general interest in it as anyway. Like it's not something you went into because you just thought it was. Obviously, you had you thought it was a get rich quick kind of thing. We all get duped into that, or most of us do. But you do have an actual
Yeah,
interest in the markets, right?
correct,
Yeah.
correct. And then after doing that, I got into a phase in which I just lost faith and I thought it was a scam. I just put in my head to like, man, like it's not worth it, or um, I want like the brokers, and I felt like it was just a way to, like a scam.
Yeah.
But I always just kept going into it, and I look into the stock markets, but I never really put money into it after that until recently, about a year ago. At this time I was following Akil on his YouTube channel, and I like what he was saying, and I got encouraged again, but I never really dived in because from my past experience of buying into a membership course, and like I wasn't like gonna be fooled easily and just put money into it and believe and hope for the best kind of thing until um, last year. And this has nothing to do with Forex. It was more of working out.
Right.
Uh, Working out for me was something that I was always into,
Yeah.
and it was something I always did every day, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted to. Uh, and then somebody introduced me to CrossFit, and at the time I was like, I tried it before, but not really, and so I gave it a second chance, and this time I had a good coach, and he was teaching me like the basic, the fundamentals of like movements and how to do it properly without getting injured, and doing the workouts itself. And the key thing that I liked about it was that every workout you knew your numbers, you knew where uh, like how many, like what's your weight, like the weight for to do squats or any complex movements. And so I had this like routine going on, which I could measure and see how much progress I made, and where was my weaknesses, where I had to work on, and so this similarities start appearing as I was following Akil on YouTube, and then when I did the 14-day trial, um, I just saw like I saw the connection there. It's good coaches, a community, and something that you go back to the fundamentals, and you work on creating a strategy, and it was all relatable to CrossFit, and so that's what sold me to be okay. Since I saw how much progress I made in the last 6 months on CrossFit, why not give it a shot and actually sign up? So I didn't even think about it. I just signed up, and so now it's been 3 months since I signed up, and um, I'm still going through the courses, the classes, and so far the material that you show is way more advanced than what I was taught. Like was it 6 years ago when I first got introduced to Forex, and so I'm super excited. And then
That's
I
so
just
good.
know that in order for me to be accountable, I would have to, be more involved and work on it every single day. So that's where I'm at now.
Amazing. It's good to hear that you're enjoying the content and you're finding it valuable, because you're someone that's obviously spent a lot of money, not just a couple of grand. You've spent 13 grand on Forex education on one company, and to hear that from you, who's a qualified person, to say, that's great. It's really great to hear. So I'm glad you enjoy the platform. Is there anything in particular you're working on at the moment in the platform?
And the back testing, I'm having like a mental block, because I feel like um, I guess I don't know myself that well to be like, okay, let me start with this strategy and then have the disciplined back testing. And it's kind of difficult because of the kind of see beforehand what happens to the market.
Yeah.
And
who else in
so
here?
that's where I'm having.
Who else in here has had a mental block with backtesting? I think probably everyone will say that's normal. Like I'd be the first to type in yes. So that's the great thing about the community, right? Because you can come in and you just get that reassurance that you're not the only one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
good stuff.
But, yeah.
Okay, so what are your plans? Have you got any sort of goals that you want to hit? Any times, dates that you want to hit by?
Not. I don't want to set a date yet, but
Go on.
I do want to. I guess my goal would be right now is to want to have a clear goal. Well, my ultimate goal is that I want to have like around a $200,000 account and to make 3 to 5% monthly. I think that's something reasonable. And
Yep.
but before I get there, I do want to like work on the back testing
Of course.
consistently, at least 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'd like you to book in another session if you can, and sort of update us in a few months' time or a couple of months' time. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that.
Good stuff. So, what are your plans for the weekend?
Oh, currently I work. Since I'm here in Afghanistan and Kabul right now, I'm currently working every single day, and Friday is the only day I have like the afternoon off.
Yeah.
And so my time is very like valuable to me. So it's like the moment I have like free time, I'm like, okay, I get onto it, because right now I'm doing 10-hour shifts.
Yeah.
But the opportunity I have is that I'm only here for 3 months now, and then 1 month of vacation. So I'll be able to spend time with my 2 kids.
Yeah.
Which one is 3 years old, and the other one is my baby girl. She just turned 5 months. And so
Wow! Congratulations.
I'll be excited to go back home.
Amazing. Well, listen, thanks for coming on. I've really enjoyed listening to your journey. I'm glad that you came out of the black hole and got on the right path. I look forward to hearing from you again in the future. And if anyone's got any questions for Rene, just reach out to him in the chat. Thanks for coming on, Rene.